I believe I am live.
Hold on to that feeling.
And here's Maria. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 2024 Stone A and D event finals. We have a great round of teams coming up this afternoon for the A event final.
So official.
I've done this a lot. I'm just trying to copy John Gephardt. Come on.
I mean, Gephardt is very good.
Yes, he's very good. We gotta like switch roles now. I'm usually the one that does the common chit chat, and he does the game play by play. But we could switch because I have a feeling you're gonna be singing a lot.
I mean,
that's all. So we have on sheet A. Oh, my microphone is not working. Here we go. All right. On sheet A, we have Team Zempel and Team Mooney, both hometown clubs. Whoop, whoop. And then on sheet D, we have Team Ryman and Team Pearson, which I believe is a Bucks team.
it is.
So we have 3 playing field teams and a Bucks team in the A and D event final. Not too shabby. Pretty excited about that. I was talking with John last stream.
Which one?
Gephardt.
Oh, excellent.
We were chatting about normally the Stone. We have some pretty big names,
Right.
very experienced curlers
Right.
kind of coming in and dominating the A event this
Right.
year. It all kind of spread out nicely, so I don't know what Scott did differently with the draw.
Yeah.
Or if, people just played differently, but it's nice to see a bunch of different names in event finals.
You need a napkin.
You need a napkin. Scott was on it. Very nicely here. We have Team Mooney coming down to bump that red back and hopefully not shot. Yep. Beautiful tap back. Now yellow 2. As well as sheet 2, Ryman, I believe, is sitting. Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure the colors are correct.
Right.
Looks like Steven is the skip
Yeah.
for Zempel's team. That is a change of pace.
Is it?
I believe
All weekend he's been
Mark.
the skip.
Oh, I thought Mark was skipping.
No.
Oh,
Steven's been the skip all week.
that's how much I've been paying attention, everyone.
Fair. Maybe you always look up whenever Steven's throwing. And
Maybe.
Then Mark's in the nose.
Maybe.
'Cause he's been nicing.
I was telling everyone, the amount of heating up food and
Yeah,
cleaning
yeah.
up cups and bartending and
Well, and Rick's team played
Doing
Temple earlier in the tournament,
Yeah.
so I was keeping an eye on them.
yeah. Seems as though I don't have much time to watch the games,
Right.
which is why I kind of like commentating.
Yeah.
I can sit on my butt.
You're helping.
I am helping.
And watching.
And my feet don't hurt from standing in the kitchen for 12 hours.
I am. So after Friday, I helped with the appetizers on Friday night, but then also Rick's game was really
Yes.
close at the end. So like I'm standing and craning my neck so I could look over everybody.
Yeah.
And the next day my back hurt.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, man.
It's hard work.
People don't know how hard the volunteers go. Seems as though Team Zempel's going for the takeout. Oh, jam on the back red.
Leaves yellow sitting too.
All good. Still have quite a few rocks left. Team Pearson looks to be sitting 1 on sheet 2. I would assume they're going to draw in.
No, oh, right.
They're yellow.
Yes, they are yellow. That makes sense.
Would assume.
Do they have the hammer? They do. No, they don't.
They were
Red-
supposed to hang the hammer.
Well,
It's
it
showing
is-
red
It is correct.
on the scoreboard.
Red has hammer.
Okay. Look at that.
I will check sheet one now.
Men following directions.
I mean, I wouldn't give them too much credit. It could have been there from before and just happens to be right. I mean, there's like a 50% chance.
That's
right?
fair. That's very fair. Okay.
On sheet one, yellow has the hammer.
So that is
So
correct
the
as
hammers
well.
are correct.
All right. Way to go,
Good
guys.
work, guys.
It was only in the announcements that I did scream to them.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
A little spicy on that one. Although now that one's undercover, so yellow's still sitting one, but
I don't know exactly how the ratio of sound is. Maybe those of you watching could tell us on ice sound versus announcer sound, how that seems to be going. I did not touch any controls other than the two green dials that I know turn the microphones on. That's a whole John Gephardt thing. So hopefully whatever he played around with earlier is okay now. However, these teams seem to be a tad bit louder. So we'll see.
oh, see, I just assumed it was because it was in my headphones instead of me watching on my computer. at
Yes
home.
and no.
Fair.
We can hear the on-ice mics very nicely with the headphones, but sometimes, like the last draw, they were not this loud.
Gotcha.
So you can imagine if anyone is trying to commentate our games, how they will have to scream over the singing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course not. Pearson with the draw again.
Looks like this time.
Also, I believe Mooney is yellow on sheet one. They are currently sitting 3
Nice.
with a nice center guard. That's
Mm-hmm.
not a bad spot to be
Especially
in.
with the hammer. Oh, nice draw from Pearson.
Yeah.
Good work, team. Because I know the sweepers were
Button.
on that one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Button.
Boop, boop. Ding-a-ling, ling-a-ling.
I know, I probably shouldn't actually.
No. Not with a microphone. Do not ring a cowbell in these poor people's ear. Tons and tons of really good players this weekend. On sheet one, for those of you that do not know, Team Mooney is made up of, obviously, Mark Mooney is the skip, Bill Nickel is the vice. John Gephardt, my announcing partner for the last round, is the second on that team, and Patty Coburn is the lead.
John Gephardt is identifiable by his orange
shoes.
shoes and gloves.
We've also talked about that. Apparently someone came up to him during nationals and was like, "You're the guy with the orange shoes." Like a
Nice.
national competition team.
That's so cool.
Because the team was like, "Oh, I have custom made shoes too," and I was looking at how you put extra padding in the back and yada yada yada. But he was like, "Yeah, you're the guy with the orange shoes." And John was like, "Yes, I am." Other team on sheet one is Team Semple, which until about 5 minutes ago I thought was skipped by Mark. However, it is not. It is skipped by Steven Semple. Mark is the vice on the team. Ryan Semple is the second. Family affair over here. And Craig Ingwer is the lead. The fifth is also Bill Casano. I did not see Ryan a lot this weekend. I think he
I think
needed
he's
a
playing
sub.
now.
He is playing now, but I did not. I saw Bill playing.
Earlier this weekend.
Yes. Perks of a 5-person team.
Right.
So that's Mooney against Semple. Mooney's yellow, currently sitting what could be 4. I don't know if that back yellow is counting.
Oh, yeah, that's close.
And Team Semple is red. Then on sheet 2, we have with Red Rocks, Team Ryman.
Is it Ryman or Riemann?
Ryman? Riemann?
I don't know.
I thought it was Ryman.
It could be.
I'm not the English teacher, you are. I before E. How does that pronounce?
Well, what it depends on where the name comes from. Because Wiedemann is also an I before E, but it's a Wiedemann.
Wow. Look at that shot by
Oh, that was a
Steven.
nice heat.
Holy moly. Was it Steven? I think it was Steven.
Um,
I don't think anybody else could really throw that weight. Now Mooney is only sitting possibly 2 instead of 4. So good outcome for sheet 1. But back to introduction. Sheet 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get it out. Mark Ryman, Riemann, I'm not sure.
we'll have to find out.
I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
We'll be
Jim
better
Mantia is the vice. Eugene Huang.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't do this.
Huge.
Is the second.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huge. And Romeo Gallo is the lead.
Yeah.
Against Team Pearson, who is shooting with yellow rocks. Dan Pearson is skip. Dave Schmell is vice. John Trader is the second. And oh my goodness, Mark Stiefenhofer? I think so. I think I did it right. Stiefenhofer. Again, I before E.
But right now, Dave Schmell just threw that rock.
Okay.
The
well,
vice is throwing 4 rocks.
The vice is throwing skip shots.
Yeah.
I really can't hear you over the ice mic.
Yeah.
These people
the
are
ice is
loud.
really loud.
We might have to adjust.
Well, I mean, this is the yellow's last rock, so
Oh,
it
so
was important. But red has the hammer.
okay, so Dave is throwing skips rocks.
Right.
I never understand that. And then when
I
you
don't either.
play, it's like, okay, when you have a different order, who do I buy the drink for?
Right.
Do I buy the drink for the throwing order,
Right.
or do I buy the drink for the order of the
yeah.
person who holds the broom versus calls the game versus, I don't know. I think it's throwing order.
I think so too.
That would make
Well,
more
and
sense.
honestly, I think if I'm vicing, then I'm probably going to buy a drink for the person that I was scoring the house with at the end of each end.
That's fair. Okay.
I mean, because
Yeah.
you're the person that I talked to the entire game
Yep.
on the other team.
Right, so yellow has a good lead on both sheets at the current moment. Pearson sitting 3.
Mark's trying to draw in here so that they can score 1 with the hammer.
I see. Steven throwing another very upweight takeout. To count as second shot? Yeah, I think so. That's close. Again, the cameras are not perfect, so I'm looking at the computer screen to keep in time with the stream. Everyone that is in person is a little bit ahead of what I'm looking at. By a couple milliseconds, so
I was going to say, it's really close. I
it
was
is.
impressed.
The YouTube stream, though, if you compare this to
Oh, right, yeah.
the YouTube stream is a couple seconds behind.
Fair.
So like
Yeah,
they're still clearing
right.
rocks on the YouTube stream,
Right.
and we are watching them throw the first rock.
Right.
So it's a couple seconds delayed, but I
Right.
open the YouTube streams to see the chats, which no one seems to want to chat. That's okay.
We're up to 3 people watching now.
We are. And 1 for sure. Yeah, it just started.
We're gaining traction.
I did also tell them that it was probably going to not start until 2:45, and then
Yeah.
sheet 1 shook early.
Nice.
So we all got on time. It was great. We were running a little behind, and teams are pretty self-aware and was like, oh, I'm definitely not going to make up for
Yeah.
in one end. I
Right.
could try.
Right.
Because the finals are untimed, for those of you that do not know. And then if they do tie, it is an extra end. We've been playing that way all weekend, and surprisingly have not gone very much over the timing, which I was impressed.
How many games have you needed an extra end?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I know Rick's was close.
I know 1 needed it this morning, the 10
Okay.
o'clock draw, the semis for D.
Okay. So that was Riemann's game then.
Yes. I don't know if... Yeah, Riemann's game was the one that needed the extra end. They played 7,
Okay.
so their extra end was the 8th.
Oh, gotcha.
But timing-wise, it was, not that much over.
Right. How bad are the chips?
Yeah. I was starting to eat the chips during the end of the last draw, and I was like, well, no one's sitting here listening to me. I don't know if we're getting the feedback of the chips. So I apologize if you hear crunching. Please let me know. I will move the microphone. But nice 8-foot draw on sheet 1.
I think that on sheet 2, they hung the score on the wrong side.
Yes.
That should say
That seems to be the predicament. Team Yellow fixed the score. Oh, Maria's gonna put up a little sign. I don't know if you guys probably won't be able to see it on the stream. Sheet 2 does not have a view of the window as much as sheet 1 does. But
wait until the sleepers get down here.
yeah, let's see if somebody pays attention. Well, going into the second end with lead rocks, we have Mooney up by 4. And I believe Pearson is up by 3. I think they hung the score wrong.
Yeah.
We're trying to get them to notice it. Oh, and we're doing awards in the warm room, so you might hear some
Fantastic.
clapping for the C and the D event. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the C and the B event. I would put it up. Just get one of the skips.
But he's paying attention to his game.
Someone will figure it out.
It was 3 yellow.
Pearson, it's above your head.
I mean, and that's the thing, like, when they go to hang the next end, they'll figure it out, but...
Someone should. Surprised that no one's actually noticed.
Yeah.
Purcell. There you go. Oh, jeez. It's been a long weekend.
It has been a long weekend.
Every year Scott's run this. I've been like, prepare to get no sleep, Katie. So much work. Appreciate all of the volunteers that come in and help, man.
Absolutely. I mean, whether it's for a half an hour or just move this or
Take out the garbage.
Take out the yeah.
Huge help.
Every little bit helps.
Walk the 2 minutes to the dumpster.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, okay, yes it is. Someone noticed, yay.
Message has been passed. The score will be fixed on sheet
2. Pearson is sitting 2 at the current moment. And I believe Mooney is sitting 1. Going to take out that red rock on the outside. Me and John were discussing a lot of the lines this weekend have been changing drastically.
Oh, really?
So the first couple of ends, it'll be straighter. And then, as they play, it's been getting more and more swingy.
Interesting.
Which, I mean, he has enjoyed because it's John Gephardt. And he
Right.
loves to sweep because it's John Gephardt.
Absolutely.
He needs his 8,000 steps.
And I would also prefer to sweep something like
Yes.
because that like if it needs sweeping, I like to do things that
Right.
are helpful. You know?
I mean, I will say these newer rocks that we have gotten respond to the sweeping, whether it be a straight sweep or a directional sweep.
Yeah.
They
It
do
makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. And if you don't put enough handle on it,
Yes.
they tend to die.
They do.
We're going to have an interesting weekend next
We
weekend.
see a lot of S turns. Yes. There's one of them.
Uh-huh.
A lot of S turns because of a light handle.
Mm-hmm. So. Team Mooney sitting 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just worked hard to sweep that red one there.
Yeah.
So it's out for you in a second. Looks like he's talking about putting up a guard.
Yeah,
So
I
that
believe
can
that is a good.
hit the red one and
Yeah.
knock his out.
Top 12 would have worked too.
What's Pearson doing?
I don't know.
Because I would say they need a guard as well.
Tapping
It
up the
doesn't
yellow?
oh, yes, I can get that. It doesn't seem like enough ice for though.
No, I think they're tapping the yellow. The ice mics are very loud in my ear.
Well, and like I think the mics are in the middle of the sheets.
They are.
So when the sweepers start yelling and they're under the middle of the sheet.
Yes. Well, so the thing I was talking to John before, when they were setting up all the cameras and they had this whole debate, do we want microphones in the house? Do we want where do we want?
Right.
Do we want 4 microphones, 1 over each hack? They were like,
The hack might not be
Sometimes
a good
we say things that should not be.
Well, I know that whenever they talk about putting like pocket mics on the skips.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I don't think we're ready for that.
I mean, you could be, but we might.
You would have to mark the stream not safe for work.
We mark it not safe for children,
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
already, but still.
But I think even in the title, like the skips are mic'd, you will be able to hear everything.
You will be able to hear lots of inappropriate terms and words. If I was skipped, you would get lots of "that's what she said" jokes. So sometimes could be entertaining. So a good hit by Team Zempel.
Yeah, that was
Leaving it open though for a hit and roll under. And everyone on Team Mooney, everyone on both teams, I feel like, has very good takeout weight.
Absolutely.
And
I'm not surprised to see both of these teams.
no,
in the game.
that is expected. Also, the sweeping,
Also
very good by both teams. Now I don't know exactly who brought it. I think it was Team Purcell has brought in this jalapeno cheese dip
That's very
for
good.
appetizer night, and it is delicious. I am just.
Shout out to them because I sat down and even though it was like cold, I was like, oh my god.
Oh no, it's supposed to be cold. He told me not to heat it up. He goes, "You serve it
Interesting.
cold," and I'm like, "This is
I mean,
amazing."
it is tasty. I'm a fan. And the microphones go silent while we're both crunching.
Yes. It's okay. I like a little downtime.
Yeah,
Because what I'm watching, I like to hear what they're saying.
Right.
So sometimes I don't talk as much. Because my voice can be annoying.
Never.
Ask my 80 students that I teach on any given day.
They're idiots, so I will not be asking them anything.
Scotty, I need more chippies.
Please.
Will he notice me? He's standing behind the post. Should I call him on my cell phone? She used to call me
Just
on
ask
my
Mike.
cell phone. Mike, can I have more chips, please?
Thank you.
Tortilla chips. We have the cheese dip. We're good. They had the the door open in the men's room before. So the
Like you
last two ends of the game, the door was clunk, clunk, because everyone was getting dressed and the wind was slamming it shut.
Oh, funny.
And we're like, wonder how that sounds on the stream.
Yeah.
Those of you that have been to Plainfield, you know our warm room is cozy.
It is. I love that word.
It is cozy.
An apt description of our warm room.
It is cozy. It is
cozy.
warm.
We are all friends here.
There is no personal space. So.
Nor space for your stuff.
No. There is talks about getting trailers.
Yes.
With bathrooms and locker rooms.
I heard
and
that.
I believe the talk is serious.
That's impressive. And it kind of circumvents the building shenanigans.
Yes.
The legal issues that we're having with the building.
Yes. There's lots of laws that we are not probably following because we are grandfathered in. So this, I think, goes around that. My hero. Thank you. Lots of yelling on both sheets. I think it's sheet 2 mostly.
I think mostly sheet 2.
I think Mooney is sitting 2 now with a beautiful draw that they just had to that back
goodness.
4. It is open. I would sit right on top of it. What happened on sheet 2? You were watching?
I was. They worked really hard to sweep that top yellow to there. I mean, I think they've still got to look at the hit, but I mean, this is Mark's first rock, so if they hit those 2 yellows, I think they're frozen, so they're just going to pop the one in the back out.
Yeah. Well, cutting them down is just as important.
Yeah. But I mean, when you have the hammer, you want to be looking to score more than one, not just
fair.
Reduce the number that the other team has. Though reducing the number that the other team has can also be an important thing too.
The Basics of Skipping by Maria Aswine, everyone. When you have hammer, you want to score.
You're welcome. More than one.
Right.
But I think it's an important thing to remember. I think sometimes skips, like, they're like, oh, I always want to be scoring, and you're like, no, it's okay. If they have the hammer and they score 1, then you did your job.
That is kind of expected.
I mean, if you hold them to only scoring 1 with the hammer, you did your job as a defensive team.
I think so.
Yeah, they didn't get the right angle there on that.
No.
So it wasn't
they needed a bit of weight, I think, and
he threw it decently.
Yes, I believe you. But I am way too into this jalapeno cheese dip to care.
Did we get the recipe? That's what I need to know.
No, but if you want to ask, the gentleman that has the mask on at the sheet 2 table was the one that told me about it, so I think he was the one that brought it.
Fantastic.
It's just an idea.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, because we could make this very easily.
Absolutely.
For the curls.
Yeah.
Mooney's last rock coming up on sheet 1. Believe they're going for a guard
I would.
to protect their yellow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That is lovely. Very much in the way. There is a bit of room.
Yes, a little bit of an over curl,
So
which I believe is why the sweep had stopped. Pearson is yelling in my ear.
Yeah. It's gotta be over. It's not covering it the way they wanted it to.
No, both guards seem to be a little bit offline.
Yeah.
One more curl than one less curl.
One over-curled, one under-curled.
I think we're still figuring out the rocks ourselves.
There is that.
You know.
I also don't know how experienced the skips are on sheet 2.
I've seen Ryman a lot in the last couple of years as a skip.
Okay.
I don't know how long they have all been curling.
Right.
A good commentator would have went up and asked questions about these people and
gotten
gotten some history. But
I was thinking about making up some facts. You know, things like their favorite color, though. Nothing actually important.
If there is broom slamming going on sheet 1, I do know that means Zempel is losing.
Yeah.
There are 2. We should keep track.
It was
2 so far.
It was the same person.
Doesn't matter. He has slammed his broom twice.
Yeah.
All good guys. Very competitive by nature on that sheet. So it will not be an easy game for either team. All very, very good experienced players.
Hammer for Raymond over here on sheet 2. Looks like they're trying to run their red back.
All right. Well, I mean, it gets rid of one of the yellows, so like we said before.
I'm not sure if they're out counting a second one.
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, maybe. That's for the vices to decide.
Exactly.
And that is the only reason why sometimes I like to skip. You're in Mr. Polly's way.
Oh. Yes, you may have your bag, Mr. Polly. Here you are, sir.
Iceman
Thank
Kevin.
you.
I'm sorry. Just trying to be official on the
That's how I
stream.
feel about it, too.
Iceman Kevin.
I don't go by Mrs. That's fine. That's my mother-in-law. Ms. Oh, we got a measure on sheet 2.
Really,
I was going to ask you.
really bothers me that the broom is in the middle of the house. Please,
Yeah, you're not supposed to do
please
that.
pick that up.
It's a good way to
Pick up that
accidentally
broom.
run stuff into other things.
Pick up that broom. And then, not that I think it would make that big of a difference, but then what if, the broom is hot from sweeping
Right,
and your hands,
absolutely.
and now they're making marks on the ice, and you have a rock watcher? No.
You should just
Someone
have
pick up that broom.
Someone stand there and make sure no one touches the rocks. Well, and honestly, at this sort of an event, you would think, everyone has enough experience that they know what was happening in the house. They know those 2 rocks are close, and they know it is not their job to touch them. It's the vices who will do the measuring and.
So I think we are measuring for 2 here.
Yes, second rock.
Yellow did score 1, and Mooney, also yellow, scored 1 on sheet 1. So we are up 5-zip for Mooney after 2 ends, and waiting to see the score on sheet 2. Beautifully placed guard in the top 12
Oh, they're going around
by
again.
Patty.
Do they know that we have a laser?
I don't know. However, the laser, I don't trust it.
Fair.
It's very finicky. And so apparently there is a setting on the laser where
Yeah.
if you move it, it's supposed to stop at the lowest
Oh,
number.
that's brilliant.
Which,
That's exactly what we
'cause
need.
That's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
However, every time I use the laser, it never stops at the lowest
Oh,
number.
gotcha.
So I have to keep spinning it to figure out which one is the actual lowest number and then
Right.
try and remember that number.
Right,
Sometimes it's just better to use the gauge.
right.
But
Yeah.
and will they push the stone?
I mean, he tapped it. Look it in. Ah, Romeo. Okay, well,
Was it red?
it was red.
Okay.
They tapped it and agreed. So yellow will just take 1 on sheet 2. And again, I was about to ask them if they restarted the clock yet, but there's no clock.
No clock. Untimed final.
I am a big fan of how John Kephart sits, like on his ankles after when he's watching his rock, like a little frog. I'm jealous of his
And his little head turn.
calf flexibility.
I don't remember which eye, but I believe he said one of his eyes, I don't know if it's offline or he's a little bit more blind in one than the other,
interesting.
which is why he has his head tilt so that he could see the line better.
Oh,
He told me this a
interesting.
couple years ago. I'm sorry if I'm botching the story very badly, but
That's
But yeah, it's something about his vision, which is why he turns his head.
Oh, interesting.
But the whole slouch down on
The
his
way he
calf
sits,
muscles
like,
is very,
it's like it's amazing.
very cute. Little frog like. I love the sound of the rocks.
Yeah.
Just quiet, just sliding out.
Well, and you know, we got to be in the league that played with them first, and so the striking bands were completely dark.
Yes.
With the
Yeah, I
granite
remember.
colored, and now all of the little white marks are from all of the little hits.
Yeah.
And everything. It's incredible
Uh,
because now there's just a white stripe around all of them.
Right,
but it
which
was
is what you're
interesting-
used to.
Right, but it was interesting to see the little like polka dots kind of show up.
Yes,
around.
that's what John said. He
Sorry.
has a couple canvases at home, and he's taken pictures
Oh, nice.
over the years. They're all curling themed,
Yeah.
but he has taken pictures of the rocks with uncompleted striking bands. He goes,
Nice.
I don't know when I'm ever going to see that again.
Yeah,
so
but that's
he
so
took a bunch of
cool.
pictures. It is.
Yeah.
It was weird. I also cleaned a rock. Was it last Thursday, 2 Thursdays ago, whenever we started with the new rocks. And, you know, I had cleaned the rock and I lifted it from the side. I didn't have my glove on.
Yeah.
And it felt, I kid you not, like I had a piece of glass in my hand. And, you know, Scott had told
Yeah.
me, they don't know, people don't know this, but the running bands, they put shards of glass when they make it. He watched how it's made
Yeah,
with the curling
yeah,
rocks.
yeah.
They apparently put shards of glass in that running band. So I was like, I definitely could have
Interesting.
cut my hand when
Yeah,
I
I
cleaned my
remember you
rock.
saying that.
And I was like, this feels weird.
Yeah.
Like and I was like, huh.
Well,
The bottom was fine. It was the side that I had.
I've had
I had touched.
some micro cuts in my hand recently, too, like, you know, that you find when you squeeze a lemon into your drink.
Oh yes, yes. I was juicing limes on Thursday and found a very nice paper cut I got at work that day. I was like, oh, hello.
Well, like I couldn't see it,
Right.
but I wonder if the
It
same
could
thing
be,
happened.
yes.
How interesting.
Yes, I highly recommend that episode of How It's Made.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a nerd and.
You're gonna find it and put it in the chat. Oh,
Oh,
excellent.
Thank you, Ginny,
Riemann, yes.
for telling us
Fantastic.
it's pronounced as Riemann. So you were right.
I was right.
I was not.
I was just about to say I don't remember how I said it, but
I said Ryman.
okay.
So
It's
you
Riemann.
were correct.
It's like Wiedemann.
I
Ginny,
guess
is it
so.
German?
I don't know.
Well, I said Ginny.
Oh.
I-
Fair.
I presume she's still watching.
Yes. I don't know.
I think that's Mark's wife.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure
Would
either.
make sense.
I feel like her name starts with a G. You could Facebook stalk her right
It's not creepy.
now. Especially if I announced it too.
Mooney is currently sitting 2. Looks like this draw might be light
Yeah, I might even think that front one.
from Mark. And oh God,
You gotta switch it back. It's creeping me out.
okay, sorry. I was waiting for Ginny
I know,
to
I
answer
know.
us. I don't know what she's saying.
She'll get to it.
That's fine. She could have got tired of our commentary. I would not mind if people got logged up. She could have muted us, yes. I do encourage if you find me annoying, just mute the stream, but keep watching. In a perfect world, we'll have the setup like Potomac, where we have 2 commentators and then one person working the whole video camera. So
Yeah.
they like switch cameras
Right,
and they
right.
switch views, and you know,
But see, I
love the setup
I
of
don't like
Potomac.
that. I like having a static view because then I know where I want to put my eyes as
That's
I'm
fair.
watching the shot.
Yeah, okay.
It would be nice. I don't like that we are missing so much of the middle of the sheet. Like we don't have hog to hog, so you don't know what's happening. But I don't like it when someone else is in charge of changing my view. It's like, wait, I was watching that.
Everyone does it a little different.
Yeah. And, some of it has to do with what, the capabilities of your technology and the capabilities of your volunteers.
Know
Yeah,
what they're
exactly.
doing, yeah.
Like you have to have someone to run it if you are running things.
Yeah, it was really nice. When we first started the streams, we were using a program. It's actually still up here. It's the little curling rock thing on the bottom. And it's supposed to be a live scoreboard.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
So you put the name in and you update the score, but people in the warm room, unless there were two people actually sitting here like we are right now, no one was updating the score. So I kind of said to Scott, I was like, there's something we could do. And he was like, we could put the scoreboard as the fifth screen
it's brilliant.
on the stream. And we zoomed into the scoreboard, and now, we don't have to worry about updating names or scores, and everyone can see it clearer.
I've seen it other places, too. I don't know if Scott got the idea from them or if they got the idea from us. Oh, nice hit
what
on
a
sheet
hit
two.
on sheet two.
Yeah. I was going to say the draw that happened before that. Who was that? Was that Yuji's? It was a nice
possibly,
draw.
yeah.
We were talking about other things. But, I mean, really great shots on both teams here.
Looks like Mooney is drawing in possibly for 3. I think they might leave it higher as a guard.
Yeah, that's Mooney's first rock.
Yep. Still, could definitely do something with that for 3. But protecting the 2 is also acceptable.
And then Reeman's got a nice open hit here.
They had a great game this morning against Team Beltry.
Yeah?
Yeah, extra end.
That's right, you were telling me about that.
In the end, Ed's draw, which is a little bit too deep, he needed to be in the top 12, and he was more in the top 8.
Yeah.
So Ryman just hit for 1.
Reeman.
Right.
Sorry. It's okay, we'll get you trained up. That takeout was a little
sorry,
light.
Riemann.
Riemann.
She said, yes,
good.
is a German name.
Yeah. Ginny is Mark's mom. Excellent.
I'm glad you're enjoying our conversation.
Excellent. That's what I figured because it's like Wiedemann.
Yeah. We're 5 watching.
My last name is Eswine. It used to be spelled more German.
There's 9 on sheet.
Oh my goodness.
1.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Excellent. We'll make sure he sees that, Ryan. That Gephardt got all the details into the... there's some serious sweeping happening. I can't see it. I can't see it.
Well, we will try and keep you updated of what's happening in between the hog lines.
Oh, there you
Since
go.
you cannot see it. Wow, that rock went up. Did you just... Did you see the replay? Well,
no.
I guess it's a replay for us because we're seeing it live. But here,
Right.
watch this takeout on sheet 1.
Excellent.
Sorry, I was a little distracted.
I know, you were reading the things and I couldn't see what happened.
Right. Here we go. Wait. And here it goes. Watch this. Yeah. Bink, bink, up. The stone goes
nice.
up.
Yeah, just a little bit. Travels along the...
Interesting.
T-line there.
Ryan, I will tell John about your shout out for the stream titles and details. We work all this beforehand. So all of the title cards for the streams, all of the times that the stream starts, all the details are all done a couple days before the actual tournament itself. And really, the way we run it is we leave the stream going on the actual computer so that anyone from anywhere can log into the YouTube and hit go live, which I think John was doing a majority of the weekend just from his bed. There you go live, 8 a.m. started, going back to bed. It's pretty nice. Trying to get a little bit more.
Well, and I liked too that since you have them pre-scheduled,
Yes.
I knew that when I think Rick's had a game that started like 12:45 or something at some point. I was like, well, they're on the morning stream and it's going right now.
Yes.
But they might switch, and sure enough, as they finished the ice prep, it switched.
Yep.
So I knew that I just needed to go and find the other stream. And
Yeah. Is that the one that I fixed yesterday?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
about it. Yeah.
I was sitting here. I was like, why is sheet 2 working? Why is sheet? Oh my god! I gotta reset the code, and I have to do all these things.
And I texted like 3 people. Sheet 1 is going, but sheet 2 is not.
Fix it. Sheet 2 computer has been giving us a little bit of trouble with the Wi-Fi.
So Julie Semple is here in the warm room, and she's been helping out this weekend. Does she also curl?
I'm sorry. What? I was reading Ryan's comments. What did you say?
I said Julie Semple is here in the warm room right now,
Yes.
and she's been helping all weekend. I wondered, is she also a curler?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I could get up and go ask her if you.
I mean, it's fine. I was just curious.
Don't miss that part of the job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, more broom slams.
Yeah.
Did Mooney score?
That was smart. Yep. Oh.
4?
Yeah.
Are we up to 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
So I think Mooney took 2 there. I'm not
Yes,
sure.
I believe Mooney is up 7.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They should hang it here. There goes Bill Nickel hanging it up. There you go. Mooney stole another 2 there. And those games aren't fun. I mean, even if you're the team winning.
No,
it's not fun to be up by that much.
You know, I don't I don't blame anybody for being upset
Yeah.
when they're clearly not playing their best.
Right.
I
That's
100% get
frustrating.
it. I've been there.
Absolutely. I spent all last year rehabbing my knee.
Correct. Oh, I remember the stick curling.
Yeah, the sticker.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Not.
Like, start the season, I can't even stand for 2 hours.
Right? Coming to the backyard barbecue and putting your knee up like, I'll get there.
It's going to take me a minute.
Good hit for Dave.
Yeah.
Get rid of that red rock to prevent them from scoring more than 1 here if Ryman. Damn. Oh. I'm just going to stop talking.
You'll get it. You just need the repetitions. You'll get it.
Okay. And this is why I don't teach English.
Well, I taught first grade.
So then
and
is Mark Steffenhofer or is it Stiefenhofer?
I think it's I don't know.
See, now it's IE.
But is that German? And also, is that spelled correctly?
I mean, Scott did type it, so I don't.
So I mean, things happen.
Is
Sometimes.
it Stiefenhofer?
We'll
Anybody
ask him.
who is related to Mark watching the stream, if you could clarify, we are in a serious debate about the IE rule in the English language. Oh boy. Looks like Riemann
Yes, nice job.
is going to score 1. Warm room is pretty quiet. Most of the away teams that were here getting their buttons and pins and whatever else prizes, I forgot what they were. Bag tags, I think was the runner-up prize.
Those are kind of cool.
Yes, they're wooden.
Yeah, they're
Very
neat.
cool.
Yeah.
Mhm. Bag tags and pins have all left, so just a very small crowd watching both of these
I think
games.
it's what, maybe a 5-hour drive to Potomac? Similar up towards Nutmeg, which is where.
How long did it take us? I think it took us 4. Well, it probably took us 5 hours, but we left late.
Right.
So we were in a little bit of traffic, but
Right.
I think 4 hours to Potomac.
Okay.
Nutmeg, no. So see, Nutmeg, I had left when we did the bridge 2 years ago. I left at like 6 in the morning, and I got up there in about an hour and a half max.
Really?
It is
Well, but
100% dependent on the traffic on that
I guess
strip of turnpike.
I live almost an hour south of you, so when
No.
I went up to Nutmeg,
You do not.
I'm close to it.
You
It
live,
takes me close
you
to
live
40
like
minutes.
40 minutes.
Well,
That's
I
a
think usually-
20-minute difference.
It usually, but when estimating how long it takes to get to Nutmeg, I'm going to add almost another hour because I leave
Fair.
at my house, not your
Fair.
house.
Okay, well, fine. Whatever. I'm going to eat my chips now.
Yes. I'm going to drink my beer. Oh, that's a really nice rock. And they got it. It's a curl behind that red guard. Yep, Riemann will have Romeo come down to it.
It was funny this morning. Riemann was playing Beltry, and
Look at you.
Matt was on, right? Saying the name right? Matt was on Beltry's team,
Yeah.
and Romeo is on Riemann's team, and he was like, well, I played really bad, but hey, I'm happy for my dad.
Yeah,
It's like, how do
exactly,
you,
yeah.
how are you upset that your dad gets to go to an event final? I don't know if Romeo's ever been to an event final.
I don't know.
So this might be his first event.
Yeah.
And I mean, D event. Hey, not too shabby.
Absolutely.
Those of you don't knowing, that wasn't the right thing to
I
say.
was going to let it go.
Those of you that don't know too much about the brackets in curling, a lot of the way that the tournaments run is if you make it to the A event and you're in the A event and you're in the B event and you're winning, it comes to a certain point in the A event that you lose your first game, but you have won so many before that there has to be somewhere for you to go, right? So the B and the C event are sort of like, okay, you win your first event, or I'm sorry, you lose your first game, you're in the B event. If you
Right.
lose your second game, you usually drop down to the C event.
Right.
So, you're winning, and after 3 or so games, it starts to be, you lose, you're out. But, you're in the A event, you're doing really well. We create the D event in curling, which is usually the people who don't make it through the A event
Right.
semifinal. So it's kind of a second place.
Right. It has the fourth letter, but it's
but it
really
is-
more of the second place
It's not.
game.
It's, yeah, correct.
Second ranked game.
I think so. Which is why we put them together on our little two-sheet
Yeah.
club.
I like it.
We put A and D together because
That's
it's
great.
really like first and second place.
Although Pearson had an interesting path to this game in the D event. It was just the way things worked out because it was a 20-team draw.
Yes.
So
Well, we are grateful for the 20-team draw because up
19.
until about a week ago it was 19,
Yeah, that was a
and
mess.
Scott,
Well,
what little hair he does have,
yeah.
was being ripped out of his head
Yeah.
trying
I
to figure out a
I think
19-team draw.
Bill Peskoff was trying to put
Yes.
together a
No,
team
he
to
did.
fix, and he did, yeah. Thank you to Bill Peskoff
Yes.
for fixing that problem.
Saving the little hair.
John Trader is shooting on the second sheet there. And do you see that broom he's holding? That one's going to be mine after this game.
That he's not using his new broom?
No, he said he didn't want to
Switch it
break
mid-game?
just in
Oh.
case it's different.
Lame.
I mean, it makes sense. But he wanted a new one because he wants all of his equipment to match.
Yes,
Yes.
I did hear the story.
Green shoes.
But you know what? Works
and
out
green-
for you because
It
you get a
does.
new broom.
And I really do need a new broom.
So, you know what?
It works out.
I picked up your broom when we went to Club Playdowns last year, and I was like, oh my god, it's like a metal pole. It's so heavy.
So heavy.
What are you sweeping with?
When we went to Philly, I went with John to Philly, and I forgot my broom the first day because I leave it just here at the club, and no one was babysitting me the last time I was here to remind me to take my broom
No one
off.
was babysitting Maria, everyone. Maria needs babysitters for her kids and herself.
Well, just to remind me to do
To take your broom.
not the usual thing with my broom.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get to the club, and I was like, it's fine, I'll just use the club broom, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But he asked someone that he knew if he could borrow their broom, and I did a few like shots with their broom. It's like I can't. It's too light. It doesn't feel right. Crap your broom. So I had to go through the club rooms at Philly, and they have some nice brooms in the clubs that are like, oh, too light. Oh, too light. I'm working my way down the wall, like, oh, this one feels like mine.
Meanwhile, it's old and covered in cobwebs. So you're going to have a big change when you start using John's broom?
Well, that's why I'm hoping that, so I'm in the Sunday evening league, but our team has the bye this week.
Yes.
So I'm kind of hoping that someone who has the 4:30 draw might need a sub so that I can play with my new broom.
Before the curls.
Before the curls.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because my only other opportunity is when we're practicing Thursday afternoon.
Yes.
So. We might see how that goes. If that's
So Mooney is sitting 4 on sheet 1, and
Semple crashed into the guard, and
line's a little narrow. Steven does not look happy.
I mean, I wouldn't be happy either.
No.
I would probably still sing, but I would probably sing something obnoxious like "We Are the Champions."
Clearly losing by 7.
No time for lose. Maybe I didn't put my.
I don't think her microphone was close
back
enough
in
to her
front of my
mouth
mouth
because the
after I was
food needed to
eating.
get put in.
Thanks, Keith.
I was going to adjust, but you were in the middle of eating, so I figured I would tell you later on. Looks like a good guard on sheet 1 for Team Mooney to block their shot rock. Pearson looks like he is throwing a takeout rock.
What's the
On the red. It's a little wide.
No, it's fine. It's a little light. It's not as heavy as.
Fine.
I mean, and by light, I mean.
Well, I mean,
backliner hack.
you want to stick around.
Yeah. Cordelia is asleep on her mother's lap. I'm gonna go take a quick picture.
Okay. That's very cute. Warm room, kids. I love how the foot is up and she's like crossing her legs and she's comfortable that way. Yep. It's fantastic. I don't know how much food we have left, but I'm sure it's a lot. I'm debating eating a second lunch because my first lunch really was breakfast because of the weird time change. Right. I don't know if anybody else is struggling with this time change, but let me tell you, having a spiel on a weekend where the clocks change is not.
That's rough.
Sucked for the 8 a.m. teams. But hey.
Keith said that the only way that he knew that it was me was by my signature.
Ah, yes. Well, apparently Scott heard the cackling through the window. Whatever day. He was like, I can hear the cackling
Friday night.
through the window on Friday night. And I'm like, it's all right. Having a good time. Oh, well.
There are multiple occasions.
Sorry you're not having a good time, but we are.
Right? There are multiple occasions I'll be somewhere and someone will see me and be like, oh, I thought I heard you laughing. Especially when I travel to go to Bonspiels.
Oh, I hear the shrieking. Maria must be here.
Yeah. That's me.
Mooney going for this takeout on the red, I think.
Riemann deciding what to do. I think I would sit on it.
Beautiful. Now he's
See?
setting 5.
Nice work, Mooney.
Nice little hit and roll here for one. Possibly.
For Zemple.
Yes.
And then Mark's working on just sitting on this one that's on the left side of the house. If he hits it, then it's just sitting there and the other team can hit it out. But if they sit on it, then they have a chance of it sticking around.
Yeah, and could possibly score more than one.
Absolutely.
Which
And
is
that's plan.
what you'd like to do
Exactly.
with a hammer.
Yeah. Although he doesn't
What
have
did your
a hammer.
husband say?
He doesn't have
When
a
you
hammer.
have hammer, everything looks like a nail. And then he said,
Yes.
you have to hit it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I'm just like, that's
brilliant.
okay.
And if you've ever seen him play, you know that's
Yes, yes.
He
No,
lives,
no,
he lives
correct.
by that motto.
Which is why the very few times where he was like, no, let's draw.
Yeah.
Kevin Rizzolo was like,
What?
what? Are you okay? Do you feel fine? You sick a little bit? So I think Mooney ends up with one. I don't think the roll on the hit was enough. They kind of cleared it before I saw.
Looks like Mark either needed a little bit more ice or a little less weight. That's not quite where he wanted to be sitting.
One in doubt.
He leaves
Blame the
there.
new rocks.
Exactly. They are like butter, though, on the bottom. I mean, that first day when we were playing with them, you were telling me about my shot. I was like, oh wait, they're like butter. You're gonna have to start all over.
I need a moment.
I need a moment.
I was having a moment rubbing the rocks. A nice, smooth, buttery,
So buttery smooth
new rocks.
on the bottom.
Did they have to sweep on shoot two?
I think they might have to sweep really hard. Oh,
Oof.
not what they were looking for with the hard sweeping.
No.
I did like
Dave
his,
hasn't really moved. He looks frozen in that position. Dave, you all right?
I mean,
Oh,
no.
no group slamming.
That's one for sheet two. I'm gonna have to reprimand him later.
It's
That would be an interesting statistic to keep track of. Like,
how many
especially
broom slams?
well, it's like on all of the games. Like, I don't even need to keep track of who
Who
they
it
are or
is.
where they come from. But the number of times a broom gets slammed on the ice during the men's tournament
Versus the
versus
women.
the women, especially because they're one right after the other.
Yes. I don't know many women teams who are known for that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I mean, I could have this weekend. I'll go back and rewatch all the streams. See what I can
That's
hear.
not worth your time.
Could you imagine? I'll be there for days.
Yeah. But we were talking about those sorts of statistics because we were talking about the Monday night play-in teams.
Yes.
And
That's
someone
still
had to-
going on, correct?
Yes, yes.
We stream that too, by the way.
Yes, we
if
do.
y'all want to watch
Yeah,
that.
I do want to watch that most of the time. And someone had suggested that all of the Monday night teams should be required to have a woman on them. And so, like, I was talking with some people about that, and I said I love where their head's at, but A, most of the teams already have a woman on them, and B, I want to know, like, what percentage of the curling population at Plainfield identifies as female, and is that same representation shown on Monday night? Like, I feel like there are many more men in the club than women, so it makes more sense that the majority of
The teams
the
are men.
teams are men on Monday
Yes.
night. And Bev Wiedemann actually said that they had looked at some of those statistics a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years. These statistics were a bit old, but it was like females make up a third of the curling population.
Okay.
And, excuse me, reverse that. 25% of the curling population here at Plainfield. And,
Okay.
no. Okay, I got this.
Let's try again.
One more time.
Reset. That didn't happen.
Females are a third of the curling population and a quarter of the Monday night
Oh,
team.
So pretty
I think
close.
that's within a
Yeah.
reasonable.
I think so. You also want, though, if you're going to play in on a Monday night team, you need to make sure, man or woman, whatever you identify as, you want to be in a competitive
Right.
league, and a lot of people don't. A lot of
Exactly.
people, this
And
is my hobby. This is
yeah.
I'm coming here to have
Exactly.
fun.
And that was my
Exhibit
point.
A,
Like if we
the person talking to you.
exactly. if we require teams to put a female
Yeah.
on their teams, then they might have a hard time
Filling
finding
that
one,
spot.
or they might have, we might find ourselves pressuring females into more competitive roles when they really don't want to.
Right.
And like that's unnecessary.
You know, could I play on Monday night? Yes.
Yeah.
Have I been asked? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I want to? No.
That's what
Partially because I'm a high school teacher and
Yeah,
I am
there's-
not playing
yeah.
a game at 8:30 and getting home at
Those are-
11 and then getting up in 5
And
hours
starting-
to go and teach.
and starting your week. that
Start. Yes,
way.
right. It's not
I
even on
mean,
Friday night. Like Thursday night, maybe I can go to bed late.
Shuffle
and
through
like, all right,
Friday.
it's just a Friday, but
but
not on
starting your week
Monday.
that way is rough.
Yes, I've been asked a lot, and I'm just like, I'll be your fifth
Yeah.
for a 6:30 game, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Rick was talking about the
Yeah.
makeup of his team for this year, and he was like, and I wanted to put you on my team. And I'm like, well, if you had said all of the nice things that you just did about my curling, then I might have said yes. If you could butter me up properly.
Right. Yes. Yeah, so you have to want
Well,
it.
Riemann scored another one. They stole one in the fourth end.
We're not paying attention.
No, we did not pay attention to
That's
the
all right.
end. But he was setting it up nicely.
That's a lot of the time. Like John will sit here and we will go on, and then he
Yeah.
will refocus me
Yeah,
because he'll go back to
exactly.
the game, and
Exactly.
I'm not very good at refocusing.
Yeah.
It's
Between the two of
also
us, we'll find
quarter
some
to 4
focus.
on a Sunday.
It is. Is
On a
that
Spiel weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the correct time. That's the time on the computer. Oh, does that mean the clock on the ice is wrong? It does. The clock on the ice is an hour behind. I'm sure it will stay that way. I think it usually does. I know the 2 clocks that I cannot reach in my house will stay that way until my dad comes home from Florida to change them. Because I am not getting on the ladder to change clock. No way.
Nice.
No how. It's fine as long as it's the general vicinity of what time it is.
Exactly.
Do I look at the
Yeah.
hour anyway? Not really.
Yeah,
Mostly the
exactly.
minute.
I mean, it'll take me a minute to be like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, right. I didn't fix that one yet.
Seems as though Mooney is sitting 2 again on sheet 1.
Yes.
And Zempel's trying to go in for the draw.
Might get a little tap here.
No, I think he was trying to go for the takeout.
Good effort, but now that yellow is
Yeah.
a little bit more tucked behind the guard. They might be able to come the other way. Mooney's going to get in his way, though. So.
Riemann is sitting 2.
Mm-hmm.
Change of pace to see some red
Yeah,
on both sheets.
that's true. Such a great sound.
I love it. Love the delivering sound. I think Brett was telling me he had recorded a takeout.
Oh, nice.
Just the sound bit of one rock hitting into another.
Uh-huh.
And he really wants to use it in one of his band's upcoming
Oh,
songs
nice.
as like a
Yeah.
sound in the background.
Yeah.
He goes, it's just so cool
Yeah.
to hear the slide and the hit is just such a distinctive sound.
It is.
I am just about ready for a nap.
It's not time for nap.
I know. I'm aware.
I mean, games are more than half over, though.
It's quiet in the warm room.
Tisha's asleep, too. I'm going to go take that picture.
They're both out like a light. Good sweep. Sweepers working pretty hard on sheet 2. Keep that rock straight. Seems like they did a good job because they are now sitting 3.
Yeah.
I told everyone I'd keep them abreast of the sweeping because they can't see between.
That's right, yes. Romeo Gallo just applied another layer of chapstick.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the
I
yelling.
know.
Good sweep by John.
Romeo Gallo just applied another layer of chapstick.
Oh. Was he facing you or facing the camera?
He was just kind of standing there.
Oh.
And he was like right there, so.
That's funny. All the rocks are being swept very well. Not over sweeping.
I mean, they've had a lot of takeouts, so
Yes.
that makes things a little bit easier because then you're just sweeping for line, generally.
Well, the draw that team Mooney just swept, I believe it was Bill's rock?
Okay.
Yes. To sit in front of that red.
Oh, gotcha.
Swept it very nicely.
Nice, yeah.
Angle it in there. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. 3 in a row. Right on the tee line.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It's right
Looks
above.
weird.
They're all. Were they pre-placed?
I mean, if I hadn't seen the hit happen and put it there, I would have said yes. Someone went over there and put their hands on the rocks.
Team Pearson, I believe, going for, I guess, a heavy draw to sit on that back red. Tap him back a little bit. Looks like from what I've been playing to look like hackish back line. Oh, yep, they just called hack. Look at me go.
Yeah.
Warm room skipping.
Everyone has all of the answers when they're sitting in these chairs.
Yes.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
So no different in the outcome on sheet 2 with that hit.
Right.
I mean, I guess they're undercover now, so that's kind of good for them. But
it's going to be harder for red to get more than one.
Mooney
but yellow
trying to throw a guard.
does have the hammer. So.
I do like how Bill Nickel puts his broom where he wants the stone to be. I have adapted that in my skipping.
Especially when they're guards like that. Because especially
this is where I want it.
Yeah, because especially if like they've been throwing a lot of hits, and so like your sweepers kind of have to recalibrate and think about the fact that it does need to be that light.
Or no, really, I really should have been sweeping this 10 seconds ago.
Right.
Oh shit.
Where's the rewind button in real life?
My only caveat to announcing 2 games in a row is my ears are very warm.
Oh. Yeah, it was weird.
And I'm like, this has been 2 hours, 3 hours.
Hey, it's John Gephardt.
Oh, bye, John Gephardt. In his yellow orange shoes.
Yeah.
Yellow, orange. Yeah, my ears are just very warm.
Yeah. But they don't put a lot of pressure on your ears.
No, they're very comfortable.
Yeah, even with glasses on it.
And I can move my microphone to eat my chips.
Exactly.
It's great.
It's a really great
But my
setup,
ears are warm.
Yeah. You could probably switch to just like 1 ear at a time. And you could cool off an ear.
I could, cool. That actually is working pretty well.
There you go.
I can now hear the warm room too.
That's me.
We're in our
solving
own
your
world
problems. We are. Like
with
we're just
the
in the
headsets.
corner over here, and we can't hear. Like
Can't hear anything
vaguely
happening
hear
in the
things
warm room.
Bye, John
You're
Gephardt.
welcome. Bye, John Gephardt. We were announcing the B and C, and he was like, okay, you're gonna stay on for the. I'm like, I can.
Yeah.
It's your game.
Yeah.
You can find someone to commentate with me.
Absolutely.
Just gonna rope Scott into it. He looked too embarrassed. I was like, Maria will do it.
Absolutely.
100%.
It was like the first thing you said. You were like, Maria. Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah. Hence the yelling. I wanted that to curl just a little bit more. Team Pearson. It's Steve's first rock over on sheet 1. I can see the rocks.
Nice. I can't see the rocks.
I can lean forward and see the rocks for the both of us.
Okay, great.
I can do all of the seeing of the rocks that are left. I mean, John Gephardt's entire outfit is well coordinated. I mean, he's got the green and orange plaid in the pants.
Always.
With the green shirt.
I have to see
The orange watch band.
when he
the
gets off the ice.
Orange.
I have to ask him. Thrifty? Was it the Thrifty? I think so. The last event we had here was the Thrifty.
Yes.
Okay, so the Thrifty.
Or was it? I mean, we also had the play-downs, but
He was playing in, I would assume, some event final. And he was getting ready to go on the ice, and he pulled his glove out of his pocket, and a cat collar came out. And I was like, you have a cat collar in your pocket? Like, this has to have some significance.
Right.
And he said, it was a previous pet that had passed away, and every time he makes it to a certain event final, he puts the cat collar in his pocket, and it, like, brings him luck. So I wonder if the cat collar is in his pocket.
Yeah. We'll have to ask him.
Sorry
later.
to my streaming people who are hearing this. You will not get the answer because by the time I get to ask him, the game will be over and the stream will be off. But I am pretty certain that's like a good luck charm.
Yeah.
He puts it in his pocket.
That's so nice.
It was very cute. I was like, oh.
Well, I was gonna say even his stopwatch is green. So everything.
Oh,
that
you're
he
kidding,
is
really?
wearing, no, everything that he has on his person is either green or orange.
That would work well for next weekend.
It would.
Very leprechaun-y.
Yes, it is.
Did you know for the curls we're gonna have like a YouTube stream of a bagpiper?
Yes.
Because Sunday is St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. And all of the
Our
bagpipers
event
are
finals,
busy.
they're not gonna have a bagpiper.
Yeah. It's cool. Ooh. Dave accidentally raised in one of the red ones, but not far enough to make it counting. So yellow's still sitting 1 with the hammer on sheet 2.
I believe yellow might be 2, possibly 3. No, I think they're 2. Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, it's close. 2 for sure.
Oh, here comes Steven.
And this will
That's
be
insane,
This
the
will be
speed.
hammer. Yeah.
That's Peel plus.
Yeah.
What's more than Peel?
Yeah.
Jeebus.
But like he needed it to cross the house and hit that one.
Yes,
I mean he had to throw that weight.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Mark scores 2 again. So making sheet 1 stream. Your updated score is 10-0.
It is really interesting to watch Steve Zempel. I don't know if Ryan does it too. I haven't seen him curl as much. But most people, their hips follow sort of they come up when they swing back in the hack.
Yes.
And then they come down as they move forward to the hack.
Right.
His hips are low and they just stay low. I mean, he just has incredible hip flexibility.
Oh, to be young.
Yeah. Wait, you are young.
I was waiting for you to make that connection. I won't be in a month.
Yes, because as everyone knows, once you hit 30, you are old and decrepit, and your life is pretty much over.
I mean, that's what everyone keeps telling me. Everyone's like, wait till your 30th birthday. You're going to wake up and have immediate back pain. Immediate. You're not going to do anything, but you're going to roll over in the morning and be like, oh my God, I'm 30. Oh my God, my back hurts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great.
The 30s is when you can sleep wrong.
Great.
Hey, Mark Riemann has visited the warm room facilities. This is what happens when you put the streaming right next to the men's bathroom.
Well, you know. It's what it is. Like I said, cozy warm room.
Yeah, cozy. So,
Seems as though... This is the last rock.
Guess they're trying to draw it in there. And they're probably
trying for 2?
wishing that they had swept it a little earlier.
Oh, no.
Because it was a little light and crashed. So yellow scores one.
Well, just
By
one.
Mark Freeman.
I need to spend. Blah, blah, blah. I need to send Grace my flight information.
Yeah.
My reminder just came out.
Gotcha.
We are leaving for Mexico in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. We should.
Should tell her that we need transfers from the airport.
Yeah, we should.
Because I haven't done that yet.
Noops. Definitely.
It's also kind of a bummer. We are going to Mexico for spring break. Well, let's rephrase. The kids' spring break. And my spring break, because I'm a teacher, so I get spring break. But last year, spring break was the week of my birthday.
Oh, yes.
This year it's the week before. Or this year's the week before, my birthday.
Right.
Kind of a bummer.
Well, we just get to celebrate you multiple times then, because we'll be in Mexico, and we'll have to have birthday shenanigans. Birthday.
It's funny. I joined the club, and I was 20 at the time. So my first year curling, the Bond Squeal.
Yeah.
Saturday night was my 21st birthday.
Oh, nice.
And everyone was like, you need to come. We have to do this and that. And I'm like, it's my 21st birthday. I had these plans with my friends for like months.
Right.
We're going out. Sorry. I'm not coming to the curling club.
You could have gotten drunk for a lot cheaper here, though.
I could. Oh, 100%. Well, to be fair, I was not buying.
Oh, there
drinks,
is that.
So
there
that's
is
not
that.
my problem.
Absolutely.
But yes, everyone was very excited that the Bond Squeal was Saturday night was my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
Like, you have to come.
That's
and I wasn't
awesome.
playing it at the time because it's my first year. And But it was.
That was like the time that the squeal was on my birthday.
Yes.
Or the
curls.
Yeah, the curls. In February.
An extra wine flight from Maria.
Yes. It was amazing. You had the flashy button for me to wear. It was
I did.
Amazing.
I did. You were 21, in fact.
Because
that was a 21.
I was definitely
21st
definitely
birthday
21 that year. How many years ago was that?
I didn't move my microphone for that trip.
Yeah.
I apologize.
It's okay. The guys were yelling on the ice, so I don't think.
I just saw your comment, Ryan, on John Sweep. Yes, it is so him. I understand the strategy behind the throw through.
The throw through?
Yes, when you are up by a lot. I understand the strategy of a throw through.
Okay.
What I hate is that when I am in the skip position, I don't know when to call the throw through. Like I don't want to call it too early. Like
clearly Mooney thinks
that I mean, this is completely disregarding what is happening on sheet 1. I understand. Yes, at up 10-0, I would also
your notes.
throw the throw through. However, do I think my team will ever be up 10-0? No.
I mean, honestly, even when they were up 8-0.
Yeah.
But the problem is that was only after the 4th inning. So
and then if you
now
do
we're after 5,
the throw through as a strategy, you need to make sure that your back end
Right.
can do takeouts.
Right.
So I always question it. I'm like, well, we've gotten this far with the normal strategy.
Right.
Am I going to change it now?
Right.
I don't know. Next week I will be interested.
Yes. I just realized that Dan Pearson is wearing a Triangle Curling Club shirt. Shout out to Triangle Curling Club. That's in North Carolina, Triangle. That's where I learned how to curl.
Really?
Yep, that's where we lived.
Nice.
That's when they were back on the arena ice before they had their dedicated facility.
Oh, yeah. I've never been down that way for curling. The farthest south I've gone curling, I guess on the eastern seaboard, is Potomac.
Okay.
I would assume Colorado is more south than
Yeah,
Maryland, so
probably.
I guess Denver would be the
But
most
yeah,
south, but
yeah,
that is
but
also
yeah, that's
way out.
Yeah, that's also.
Been to Denver. Love that club.
Awesome.
Amazing
never been
time.
to
We went
that
to
one.
the summer spiel that they have. It was the third week of June, so I literally school ended Thursday
Right,
night, and
right.
we got on a plane to get to
Right.
Colorado for
I
our Friday
remember
morning
that.
draw.
Yeah. Crazy.
And it was so great. It was a flamingo theme.
That's right.
So great.
So fun.
Love that club. And they have cornhole outside. And the mountains. Oh, beautiful.
What is Pearson calling? I wonder if they just want to tap that one in. Doesn't seem like an advice. He called it back line. I guess if they hit it on the side.
Why not just draw?
I don't know. Maybe it's not swinging. I haven't been watching the line very much. But if they hit it on that side, then they
Or-
can kind of split the house.
I guess the weight.
Yeah.
Been heavy.
But that works out.
But
I mean,
that they
there's-
have two, so yeah, okay.
There's still space to draw in there for Riemann. That's why I was suggesting that maybe that he was looking at like kind of an angle-ish raise kind of thing, so that it would be undercover. But they seem happy with the shot, so.
The throw-through strategy is working for Team Mooney.
Yeah.
I should have paid more attention and took more notes.
Well, good thing that this has been recorded for posterity.
I can go back.
You can go back and take your notes at your leisure. That is a really nice draw by
Beautiful
Eugene
draw.
on G2.
Tap the yellow back just a tad.
Yep. There is some space there for Pearson to draw on top of it and be shot, which is what it looks like they're doing.
It's funny because you say that, and I'm like, are they that far in the game? No. Pearson is throwing by storms.
Right.
Keep
Yes.
forgetting.
Yes. It sounds like Steve ascribes to the theory that if I stop talking to my sweepers, they might stop sweeping.
Yes.
I am also a fan of that.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
As long as you know,
Yeah.
that way we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Don't question it, just go. Just
Yeah,
do the
yeah,
sweeping.
yeah.
Yes. Lots of sweeping happening on sheet 2.
Breathe, sweepers, you're turning red. There you go. Inhale.
Yeah.
Inhale.
Mhm.
I think it was so funny. The 2 Thursdays ago, I was sweeping your takeout rocks.
Yeah.
And I swept the one, and I was like,
That was Bill Pescoff.
and then Bill Pescoff on the second one was like, breathe, inhale. I'm like, putting so much pressure on the room, I don't realize I hold my breath.
Yeah.
He's like, you're turning purple, breathe.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, right.
Yeah, I realized that
Inhale.
too recently. And so that's why I told you, I just audibly breathe loudly so that sharp with the analysis on the throw through strategy.
I
There.
should take a picture for next
You
week.
should.
Learning.
Thank you, Ryan.
Though, again, it is never my.
And that's the thing. Like, you should have a plan for every rock that you call as a skip, but like, because sometimes you run into problems when your team can't execute the plan. You gotta.
It's like, well, I had a plan,
gotta edit
and you
your plan.
effed up that plan, so now I got to fix the plan.
We were gonna, but now I have to make a new plan.
Damn it. Plan B,
Or
C,
the other
D,
team messes
E,
up your plan.
and H. K. And M.
Looks like Dan's going to do the same shot. Maybe a little more weight so they can scoot that yellow back.
Lenny's a little up. That's 12.
And then this is Steve's first rock on sheet 1.
Both sheets are in the 6th end, and assuming we will not shake early, I'm thinking we'll probably end around what? 4:35, 4:40?
Yeah.
Half hour more, I think,
Yeah.
if they play Ollie.
Yes.
Oh. I have a very strong feeling that I'm going to be falling asleep at 6 o'clock.
I think that's a solid
I'm going to
plan.
close the club and then
As a skip,
Pass
way
out.
to have a plan for each of your shots.
I have a plan to go to bed.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Plan for today's shot is to... Yeah, that's close.
It's hard to see who's shot on sheet 2. Had a bit of a jam situation there with that hit. And I don't mean marmalade. Looks like Steve made his hit on sheet 1, and so Mooney is just going to return the favor.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Just a bit of a glancing blow.
And it took out 2 other yellows in the
Yeah.
process. Oh, my.
But, I mean, red is still only sitting 1.
Well, Steve has an
So
open hit
Steve
here
has,
for 3,
yeah. Oh, good point, yeah.
which I think is the plan.
Yeah.
Could get them back in this game a little bit.
At least start chipping away at it. Gotta start somewhere.
Yes. So quiet.
And Dave said he wants to make sure he's not wide here because otherwise they'll have that same jam situation.
Oh, I didn't watch his
Mhm.
delivery. Darn.
Oh, yeah.
I need to see the hips that don't
The hips don't lie.
move. The hips don't. I set that one right up for you.
Yes, you did. Nice hit by Steve. That gets them on the scoreboard.
Oh, and they are shaking.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess they are not playing any more ends, even though...
I mean, I think that's the appropriate call.
Yeah. Yeah. Just try to be positive and be like, oh, they have 2 more ends.
Yeah,
They can,
yeah.
you know.
But I mean, you have to remember it's Sunday, and this is
They're
game,
exhausted.
game number whatever.
4. This is A event, so
Yeah.
this is the team's 4th game. Both teams. But D event's still happening on sheet 2, so
serious conversation going on about
I will end
angles.
the stream for sheet A. So if you'd like to continue talking to us, you're gonna have to tune into to sheet 2 because I'm gonna subsequently end the A right now.
You're welcome, Ryan.
Hopefully your team can execute a throw through. Yes, Yes, we could do that.
Yes. I think we can manage that. That much at least.
You're very welcome for the somewhat annoying commentators. Adios, amigos.